Hello, dear colleagues. My presentation is about multi-criteria analysis to locate water accumulation zones. So this project is dedicated for Akmala region of Kazakhstan, and we have a big group of researchers who are working on this project, and several universities are involved in this project. So originally we worked with Germany on INAFAS Managed Aquifer Recharge Technologies with Dresden Technical University, and we expanded this cooperation with agrarian universities. And in Kazakhstan, we have a big problem with climate change issues, and extremes of floods and droughts are getting worse. So you may see on this graph that we have a big peaks with floods, so in spring. So it's just one of the example of Isili River, and during the summertime we have a drought, season of droughts. So we have a small amount of water during the summertime, and we have a big soil erosion. So it's these are some of the main problems what we are facing in Kazakhstan. And how to deal with this problem. So we are learning Western countries and other countries who have something similar, and they have big floods, and how they work on these big floods issues, and they have a big droughts also. So we choose examples of Slovakia, which implements water for climate healing, and they adopt contour strip lines for farmlands. So you may see these technologies, you may see, you may watch this YouTube, and you may understand better this strategy. And this is another project what we worked with Germany. And this project called Teresa, and it's related to managed aquifer recharge technologies. And you may check this website from INAFAS. And so you may get ideas what we targeted to develop. Simply saying, we study, develop topography and try to develop high resolution topography, and we identify lowest location where water could be collected, and how water can penetrate the soil, and how water could be stored and reused later. And combination of these technologies are presented on this image, which calls Biosphere Domed, which was developed by Gorokhov Yuri Ivanovich. And you may see on this design that if we make proper combination of trees, and if we don't have water, and before, for example, it was some streams, we may restore it. So this is the idea how it works. And this idea is connected to this strategy that water circulation could be on the global level from the ocean, and it should be a local level, small level, if we set up this type of system and use combination of this contour strip organization of land and keep the soil moisture, we may have this local circulation. So this is the main idea. And you may see these graphs. So if we have proper investigation of topography and proper contour strip forest lines, you may see here, it could be a good strategy to keep sustainability of the land. Yeah. And we're expanding this strategy, and we targeted to use multi-criteria analysis and GIS to identify priority areas for water accumulation. So you may see this diagram. So we have to get data from remote sensing, satellite, meteorological data, and local data, some field studies, and combine all this information and make ranking and identify layers where it will be reasonable to have this locations, yeah, where water could be collected, and where some villages could be developed. So this is analytical hierarchical process, and we will have to put all priorities on the line. So input data for this type of strategy should include slope, geology, precipitation, soil moisture, land use, and water bodies. And eventually we should set up this type of system. So we have layers of layers where we should be forest shelter belts, forest layers, and soil moisture will be increased, and water will move gradually, so it will be kept moisture in these areas. And if we have, for example, this type of areas where we had water before but it's dried up, we may restore it by using this strategy. And it will be reasonable to have nearby some houses and people who will look after these trees and keep it growing. At the same time, these houses should not be directly on the watershed areas, on the swamp areas. So we have to make proper hierarchy and identify where we have to set up a retention pond and houses and people who will look after and keep growing all these trees. And these are our contacts. And if you have any questions, if you have interest to expand this type of cooperation, you are welcome to join our effort. Thank you very much.